So let's jump into some calls. Jesse, what is our first call about?
All right, so our first call, we have Nikola. He's going to ask you a question about the Serbian scientist Tesla. So here we go.
All right.
You regard Serbian scientist Nikola Tesla as the ultimate deep work thinker because he was 100% focused on his inventions, and that led him to become the greatest inventor of all time.
I don't know if I would say so. It's a good question. So if I'm hearing it correctly, the question is, do I personally consider Nikolai Tesla, to be the greatest inventor of all time? I'm not sure if I would say that. I mean, it depends how we want to actually define what makes you the greatest inventor of all time. I recently read a pretty dense Edison biography, and so something Edison had, for example, that Tesla didn't, was the ability to commercialize. So to take an idea, but then actually push that idea through into something that could be mass produced, sold at mass. Tesla was not interested in that. He was interested more in the technology. There's also some mythology around Tesla. I think the Tesla mythology has grown to the point where he's seen as basically inventing every technology ever in a 10-year period. Like, well, Tesla thought about that and he thought about this. And I think that's a little exaggerated. All that being said, from what I know about Tesla, he was a good exemplar of deep work. He had social phobias. He did not like being around other people. He could focus intensely on a problem and made some really big breakthroughs, in particular breakthroughs about how to actually make alternating current practical, how you could actually build devices to run on alternating current. I mean, this is maybe getting a little bit in the weeds, but the advantage of direct current is that you can directly drive a motor. And driving a motor is one of the most important early applications of electricity because it replaced steam engines in factories. Alternating current, if you just hooked it up to a direct electromagnetic motor, would have the motor go back and forth, back and forth. So you actually had to invent a clever electrical apparatus that would allow the alternating current to still drive a continuous motor forward. There's also some other work he did on transformers, etc. Anyways, great inventor, great example of someone who focused on being so good they couldn't be ignored, pushing the technology. Clearly, he played a big role in Westinghouse's rise, the downfall of Edison, the rise of AC over DC current. So I like the question. Good example of deep work. Don't know if he is the greatest inventor of all time, but he does have a car named after him, so that's not so bad.